In continuation of fundamentals in organic chemistry, elimination reactions. Okay, last video we saw what are the elimination reactions: dehalogenation, dehydrohalogenation, and dehydration. These are the best examples for elimination reactions. Okay, we'll see the types of elimination reactions. Based on the removal of group of atoms from the molecule, elimination reactions are classified into two types. Elimination reactions are classified into two types. Okay, here elimination reaction classified into two types. One is alpha elimination reaction. Alpha elimination reactions. Second one, beta elimination reactions. Okay, just based on the removal of group of atoms from the carbon atom. Okay, elimination reactions classified into two types: alpha elimination reactions and beta elimination reactions. Okay, in continuation, based on the rate of the reaction, beta elimination reactions were classified into two types. Beta elimination reactions were classified into two types. What are those? Okay, E1 elimination reaction, E2 elimination reaction. That means unimolecular elimination reaction is bimolecular elimination reaction. Bimolecular elimination reaction. Okay, here we will see the in continuation alpha elimination and beta elimination. First type of elimination reactions, alpha elimination reactions. What is the meaning of alpha elimination reaction? During the elimination reaction, if we remove group of atoms from only one carbon atom, such type of reactions are called alpha elimination reaction. Here I am taking chloroform. Here chloroform means CHCl3. This is the chloroform. This chloroform undergoes dehydrohalogenation. Okay, dehydrohalogenating agent is alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide is also considered as a dehydrohalogenating agent. Okay, in the presence of alcoholic KOH, okay, here group of atoms removed from only one carbon atom, we call as alpha elimination. Then remove HCl. What happened? We get CCl2. This we call dichlorocarbene. This is a neutral electrophile. Dichlorocarbene is the neutral electrophile. Okay, here this we call alpha elimination reaction. What is the meaning of alpha elimination reaction? Removal of group of atoms. Okay, removal of group of atoms from the one carbon atom we called as alpha elimination reaction. Alpha elimination reaction. Then second one, beta elimination reactions. Beta elimination reactions. Okay, the group of atoms. In this, the group of atoms removed from two adjacent carbon atoms. During the elimination reaction, the group of atoms removed. If the group of atoms removed from the adjacent carbon atoms, we called as beta elimination reaction. See, here carbon bond is there. Here X, here Y. Group of atoms remove lengths in presence of any catalyst and forms alkenes or alkynes. Okay, the group of atoms, when we remove the group of atoms from the two carbon atoms, two adjacent carbon atoms, we call as beta elimination reaction. This we call as beta elimination reaction. Okay, in continuation, see the types of beta elimination reaction. Types of beta elimination reaction. Beta elimination reaction based on the rate of the reaction. Beta elimination reactions are two types. One is E1 beta elimination reaction and second one E2 beta elimination reaction. And before seeing already yesterday we saw all these beta elimination reactions mainly observed. Okay, mainly observed in alkyl halides, primary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides and tertiary alkyl halides. And here these are also observed in primary alcohols, secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols in the form of dehydration. Okay, see, first one, E1 elimination reactions. E1 elimination reaction means unimolecular elimination reactions. Unimolecular elimination reaction means here rate of the reaction depends on only concentration of alkyl halides. Concentration of alkyl halides. That's why we call as unimolecular elimination reactions. Okay, these unimolecular elimination reactions mainly observed in tertiary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, this elimination reaction proceeds through tertiary carbocation. These are observed in secondary, primary also, but unstable. Okay, here tertiary carbocation proceeds through tertiary carbocation. Okay, now proceeds through carbocation. Rate of reaction directly proportional to the concentration of tertiary alkyl halide. And here, okay, here polar solvents are suitable for the this elimination reaction. Tertiary reactivity, this one. Okay, reactivity tertiary more than the secondary, primary, and here methyl halides. Tertiary alkyl halide more reactive towards E1 elimination reaction. Okay, and here secondary, then primary, then methyl halide. Okay, here see the E1 elimination reaction. First we'll see the one reaction. After that, I want to explain about the one reaction. After that, we'll see the mechanism. All this, I gave you here example. Yesterday we saw all three types of dehalogenation, dehydrohalogenation, and here dehydration. All are the best examples for beta elimination reaction. Okay, here I am taking one elimination reaction. CH3, Cl, CH3. This is we call tertiary butyl chloride. In the presence of alcoholic KOH, Al means alcoholic. KOH, it loses HCl molecule. Loss of HCl molecule means dehydrohalogenation. Fluorine from here, hydrogen from one adjacent carbon. This carbon, not this carbon, any carbon. Okay, what do we get? CH3 as usual. This hydrogen transfer now, double bond, CH2. We get 2 methyl, 1 protein. 2 methyl, 1 protein. What is the here 2-methyl 1-propene is the product. 2-methyl 1-propene is the product. We'll see mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism for this reaction. Okay, first step 1. Okay, here tertiary butyl chloride lose Cl minus ion. Okay, loss of. Okay, here lose instead of lose, write loss of Cl minus ion. How this Cl minus ion lose? We'll see. CH3, 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 Cl. It lose in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, Cl minus. Here forms CH3, CH3 plus. This is we call tertiary carbocation. Okay, the elimination reaction mainly depends on stability of this carbonium ion. Stability of carbonium ion. Okay, all secondary alkyl halide involves, primary alkyl halide involves, but secondary alkyl halide, okay, less stable than primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide. That's why, okay, mainly observed in this unimolecular elimination reactions in tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, forms tertiary carbocation. This is more stable. And the reactivity also depends on stability of carbonium ion. And reactivity also depends on stability of carbonium ion. And when alkyl halide lose Cl minus ion, when alkyl halide lose Cl minus ion, then only, okay, elimination reaction takes place. Then only elimination reaction takes place. This is the slow reaction. And RDS, rate determining step. Okay, that's why rate of the reaction depends on concentration of tertiary alkyl halides only. That's why we called as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Sorry, unimolecular elimination reaction. Then see the step 2. Here this one. CH3, CH3 plus now CH2H. Here electrons transfer towards this one positive charge of carbon. It uses in the form of H+. CH3 is a fast reaction. CH3 double bond CH2 form compound. Here rate of reaction directly proportional to the concentration of tertiary alkyl halide. Only one term is there, so we called unimolecular. Okay, when it loses Cl minus ion, then elimination reaction takes place. Very fast reaction. Then it loses Cl minus ion. Okay, then only, okay, this elimination reaction takes place. Then only elimination reaction takes place. Okay, this is about the elimination reaction in beta elimination reaction, 1 beta elimination, E1 elimination reaction. Okay, in continuation, we'll see the one more important reaction, E2 elimination reaction. What is E2 elimination reaction? Okay, E2 elimination reaction. E2 elimination reaction means bimolecular elimination reactions. Bimolecular elimination reactions. That means rate of the reaction depends on concentration of the alkyl halide along with the reagent catalyst. Along with the catalyst, we call as bimolecular elimination reaction. Here, these are mainly observed in primary alkyl halides. Here reactivity primary alkyl halide more and secondary alkyl halide than tertiary alkyl halide, and this is proceeds through transition state. This reaction proceeds through transition state, and here transition state na non-polar solvents suitable for this elimination, E2 elimination reaction. E2 elimination reaction. Here rate of the reaction directly proportional to the concentration of alkyl halide. Concentration of alkyl halide along with the alcoholic pH. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That means bimolecular elimination reaction. See the reaction. After that we will see the mechanism. Primary alkyl halide means here I am taking this one. The name of this molecule is chloroethane. This is also called ethyl chloride. In the presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, it gives HCl molecule, hydrochloric acid molecule. So this is also called dehydrohalogenation. Yes, na? Yes. What will we get here? CH2 double bond CH2. We will get here ethene. We will get here ethene. Okay. See the mechanism for this reaction. And why transition state is formed here? Okay, if it releases Cl minus ion, we get primary carbonium ion. That primary carbonium ion is unstable. That's why, this is not proceed via carbonium ion. It proceeds via transition state. See what transition state takes place. Okay, when we see the mechanism, here we see the step 1. Okay, here CH3, CH2, Cl, alcoholic potassium hydroxide. It attacks from back side. Okay, what happens? We see here, we get the transition state. C attack like this. It moves. Which moves? Alcoholic KOH moves here hydrogen, and here this hydrogen donate electron towards this one, and here and one more bond form CH2, and here Cl loses. This is the transition state. Okay, the transition state is observed here. That means hydrogen donate electron towards hydrogen donate electron towards carbon when alcoholic potassium hydroxide attacks. At that time only chlorine loses. We observe loss of chlorine. This we call as transition state. And when alcoholic KOH attacks, then only we observe. That means concentration of alcoholic KOH, and concentration of alkyl halide both should have same. Then only here E2 elimination reaction occurs. Then only we observe the E2 elimination reaction. After that, what happens here? It loses HCl molecule, finally forms CH2 double bond CH2. We'll get here ethene. This is the one simple mechanism of the E2 elimination. Here rate of the reaction directly proportional to the concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of alcoholic potassium hydroxide. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That's why this we call as bimolecular elimination reactions. Bimolecular elimination reactions. These are the important elimination reactions. Okay, alpha elimination reaction, beta elimination reaction. Okay, alpha elimination reaction and beta elimination reaction. After that, okay, beta elimination reactions classified into two types. What are those? E1 beta elimination reaction, E2 beta elimination reaction. Okay, this is about the elimination reactions. Elimination reactions. Okay, then in continuation we'll see the rearrangement reactions. Rearrangement reactions. Okay, before seeing the elimination reactions, before seeing the rearrangement reactions, just I want to explain one important rule here, that is Sedgwick rule or Jetsey rule. It is a compulsory question from this topic, NEET level or JEE level, and second PUC also. Okay, all elimination reaction follows here Sedgwick rule. Sedgwick rule, or it is also called Jetsey's rule. Sedgwick rule or Jetsey's rule, both are same. We'll see what is the Sedgwick rule and Jetsey rule. First, we'll see the one example. After that, I will give the definition. Here I am taking one alkyl halide CH, here Cl, CH2, CH3. This is 2-chlorobutane. This is 2-chlorobutane. Okay, if it undergoes dehydrohalogenation in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, if it undergoes dehydrohalogenation in the presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, okay, chlorine loses as usual, but here we have the hydrogen, here we have the hydrogen, here we have the hydrogen. If this hydrogen releases, that means if this hydrogen used by this chlorine, what will get? CH3, okay, here CH, double bond, CH, CH3. Along with this, if this hydrogen uses CH2, double bond, CH, CH2, CH3. This is 2-butene. Okay, this is 1-butene. Two compounds are formed. And according to the Sedgwick rule or Jetsey rule, which is major product? is minor product, which is more product and which is less product, which is more product and which is less product. We'll see. Okay, here, what is the Jetsev rule or Setchev rule? During the dehydrohalogenation or dehydration, remember, during the dehydrohalogenation, removal of hydrogen from the carbon which has less number of hydrogens, and formed as a major product, it is called Jetsev rule or Setchev rule. See, here how many hydrogens are there? 3. Here how many hydrogens are there? 2. The removal of hydrogen from the carbon which has less number of hydrogens. Why? It is a secondary carbon. It is a primary carbon. Secondary carbon is more stable than the primary. Okay, that's why here we get this is the more major product. Which one is major product? 2-butene is major product, and here 1-butene is less product. 1-butene is less product. 2-butene is major product and 1-butene is less product. Okay, this is the this we called as Jetsev rule or Setchev rule. What is the mechanism here? First, see, it uses Cl minus. What will get? Here we get CH3, CH plus, CH2, CH3. It's a secondary carbonium. Secondary butyl carbonium ion. Here, which is more reactive towards? This is the primary hydrogen. This is secondary hydrogen. This is secondary hydrogen. This is primary hydrogen. Okay, secondary hydrogen more reactive towards this one. That's why this secondary hydrogen involves in the reaction and forms 2-butene. If primary hydrogen involves in the reaction, forms 1-butene. Secondary hydrogen, here primary hydrogen. Secondary hydrogen more reactive than primary hydrogen. That's why we get the 2-butene as major product. What is the definition? Again, I want to define Setchev rule. What is the Setchev rule? Okay, the removal of during the dehydrohalogenation or dehydration, removal of hydrogen from the carbon which has less number of hydrogens or more substituted carbon, called as Setchev rule or Jetsev rule. Okay, see here one more reaction. CH3, CH3, Cl, CH2, CH3. This is the one molecule. There 3 hydrogens are there. Here 2 hydrogens are there. Which is more substituted carbon? This is more substituted carbon and less hydrogen carbon. Okay, add here alcoholic KOH. Okay, what happened? It lose chlorine as usual. But here primary hydrogen is there, here secondary hydrogen is there. Removal of hydrogen from this carbon will give more stable product. That means major product. Here secondary hydrogen is more reactive, so we get this is the major product. CH3, CH3, double bond, CH, CH3. What is the name of this molecule? We'll see in continuation. We here one more form, CH2, double bond, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is the less product. According to the Setchev, this is a more product. The name of this one is 2-methyl 2-butene. 2-methyl 2-butene. This one is 2-methyl 1-butene. Okay, here 2-methyl 2-butene Setchev rule. This we called as Setchev rule. Okay, this is we simply called as Setchev rule. Okay, in continuation we'll see the rearrangement reaction and other type of reactions. Thank you.